Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Break, the best place to get your Lego news, leaks, rumors, opinions, thoughts, right here at Lambrico TV at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Is that it? Did I get it all?
I don't know. I wasn't
I
listening.
feel like I missed something on that
You
one.
always do. Discussions.
I think I missed something.
Rumors?
Discussions, maybe? Opinions, thoughts, pictures, rumors, news,
Discussion.
all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm Daniel. We got Joe here, and we got Krusty the Clown over here. Yeah.
What's up?
But we are talking about all the good Lego news stuff. But first, let's talk about our Lego lives this week. What did everybody build, learn, collect, buy, anything like that this Lego week? Joe?
Yeah,
anything
well,
this week?
The one thing I bought over the last week-ish was this hoodie.
Oh, yeah?
The new Darth Vader or Lord Vader hoodie, because Darth Vader's comic, right? With this
Lord
sick
Vader.
lightsaber. Yeah, Lord Vader's not,
Oh,
so we're good. So Lord Vader's hoodie, this sick Lego lightsaber on the sleeve.
The Lego hills.
See?
Yeah, nice.
Super cool. You feel so cool wearing it. You got a nice logo on the shoulder there, and then his control panel thing on a nice black hoodie.
Yeah, that's really sick. Okay. Darth Garth making a comeback.
Maybe. I mean, I look cool. I feel cool.
Uh-huh.
If you haven't already, this is only a $30 hoodie, which is really good. Really cheap.
That's much cheaper than we've made our other
Yeah,
ones.
so this one, and it's the coolest one because you have a freaking lightsaber on your arm. So if you haven't already, go get it. We still have some available after May the 4th, but it is a limited run, so they will, once they're gone, they're gone.
True. And so is the Falcon
That's
Hyperspace.
right. Yeah, Hyperspace Falcon. The T-shirt is pretty cool as well.
Sounds cool. It's like the blue tie-dye, so it looks like it's like
It literally looks like it's got the
hyperspace
tunnel of hyperspace.
tunnel or whatever.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got.
Garrett's voice is a little hoarse, but do you want to give us anything real quick that you
Yeah,
bought, collected, learned?
Fair warning, I stripped my voice this week. It's not good. But this week I did get the Tron Legacy.
That's right. Nice. Good
Nice.
pickup.
Been wanting that one for a while,
For
and
sure.
can't wait to build it to watch the movie and then
Right.
the Tron series comes out.
Yeah.
Exactly. And was it October 10th?
10/10 because it's Randy's birthday.
10/10. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to remember it. All right, let's greet the people. Oh wait, I didn't type
Daniel,
Never mind. Sorry.
sweet, bro.
I always do that.
You don't really care about your Lego week.
I mean, it's the same as the last few weeks. Just building some last minute stuff for the Birmingham convention, which I'll talk about. I don't know. Should I just do show and tell now or at the
Yeah,
end?
sure, go ahead.
All right.
This is your Lego week.
So I've been talking about how I've been building some trucks. So this is one of the trucks that I built here. I'll see if it focuses or not. This is like a cool refrigerator truck. So it's got lots of bits and bobs and gizmos and things on the backside.
Always
there.
my favorite.
Lots of vintage printed parts to give it that kind of 80s feel and things. We got these cool chrome gas tanks and stuff. I think my favorite thing that I did on this, though, let's see if we can get it to focus or not. Oh, we're looking like a PowerPoint presentation over there. I used one of the little the actual metal springs from like the old like claw bucket
I
thing.
hope this doesn't look as bad to all of you guys.
Maybe having internet troubles. I use one of the springs from the like old claw bucket piece to like suspend the like cable wire or whatever that like runs from the to the thing. So
Yeah,
spring there. So like when it turns and stuff, the cable is actually like
that's neat.
held up and suspended.
And that's technically Lego.
It is technically Lego, yeah. And then the other thing I brought, just real quick, I brought this one because I think we had done this on a rare parts video. This like blue trailer piece. So I just made it into like a construction arrow signboard kind of thing. So.
That's cool, Daniel. I was wondering
Oh,
what the
the
heck that
finger
was, but
hinges.
it's sideways finger hinges.
Yeah, that was kind of tricky to snot in there, but made it happen.
Very cool.
There you
All
go,
right,
there's my shot.
now we'll greet the people with a
Greet the people.
"What's up?" from
What's
Living
up?
Coffee. You know, like the beloved commercial.
What's
Good morning, Brick fans. And she said hi to Brick. Brick Mom said hi to Ben, and he also said hi to Brick Mom. Lima Bricks
Hello,
is
hello.
here, building the Captain Rex helmet. Good one to
Ooh,
have.
excellent.
Morgan has joined. Moonraker, good morning. G Storm is
Morning.
here. Brummy Lego Lad, nice name. Good morning.
We got a lot of folks tuned.
I would like to wish you all a good morning. And then
Thank
Morgan
you.
said, or is the morning to be good on? Or is it simply that the morning is a good morning?
All right.
Thank you. Good reference. Travertine is here as well. Rufus T. Cat.
Welcome.
Robert R.
From the West Coast. How's the weather on the West Coast? We need the morning brick weather
That's
report.
true. We do need. And Lima Rex saying I missed out on Tron. Yeah, anyone who doesn't have it, in fact, did miss out.
And I'm sure it's only going to get worse because I I doubt they'll be making sets for the new
For
movie.
Aries?
So
I would
if you
lose my mind if it
if you want it, you really should go
get
get
it now. 'Cause
before it
it's
gets
just
any
gonna go
worse.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good set to have.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I mean, I'm wearing my draw hat, so
Nice.
big hype.
Nice.
That's all.
Are we ready for the news?
Yeah, I know.
Do the
That was pretty quick.
All right, what do we want to talk about first?
Lego.
Actually, no, can we talk about Lego?
Oh, actually,
Oh.
we're gonna have to talk about Lego first.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we talk about Lego after?
We'll see when we get there.
Okay.
It's nice and sunny today, Robert said. Perfect weather.
I thought we were going to talk about like mortar and
Brick and mortar,
masonry.
yeah.
and-
Welcome to the brick and mortar.
I bought this new spade for laying cement.
Mhm. Yeah, it's very good. We will start off with the Pixar Lamp, actually.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is very good.
This was pretty early.
There's not a lot of bad stuff to talk about, so all the stuff we're talking about, there's not a ton because we went through a ton last week.
really good stuff though.
But it's all good stuff to talk about. So this is very exciting. This is the ideas Pixar Lamp, and I mean, it looks perfect. It's gorgeous.
There is kind of an illusion going on here where the bulb looks like it's illuminated,
But it's just
a
yellow.
bright light yellow piece. But it's I mean it's really convincing at
yeah.
least in this rendering or picture or
Right.
whatever. I don't know how effective that'll look in real life.
Right now, tell me this: is the lamp cover piece new, or is
I
that
think
That's-
it must,
Is it?
right?
because it's not the like?
It's not the like trolls pod.
No, it. I don't know if I've seen it.
It's like
before.
half of it. You're right.
Right, exactly. It's not a
Yeah.
full.
And it's not anything we've seen before, like the DO head or
Yeah.
anything else. I can
Nothing
think of. I think that
familiar.
has to be new.
I would guess. So.
Yeah.
So that's cool,
Mhm.
and it looks like it's two pieces
Mhm.
because you can see the Technic connection in there, and I'm assuming it's the same on the other side. Love the springs in the middle, just a good look.
Rubber band
Yeah.
running through like a flex hose.
It's
Pretty fantastic.
Pretty smart. Yeah.
Very smart. I think I've seen a couple of the like land members and stuff who've already gotten this and built it. I mean, you can like kind of make
Balance it.
it hop along, and the springs and stuff do kind
Yeah,
of
you can see
contract
on the
and what
back
you would
there. It
expect.
shows that you can do that.
Yep.
And
Very
of course,
neat.
displaying it on top of the ball is a very cool look that you can do.
This is the Luxo Junior set. It's going to be $70, which isn't bad for what it is. It does have 613 pieces. So not an outstanding price per piece ratio, but I think it's good for the value of what
Yeah,
you're
It
getting.
should have Spike Brick for that price point.
Yeah, that'd be
I
crazy.
think Lego should. This might be a hot take. Stop
Stop
making
making
light
light
bricks
bricks.
altogether. If all the safety standards are going to require that they slap
Right.
that big ugly thing on the box, I think it's not worth it.
Because okay, look at
I
this
don't-
box.
I
See
don't
how
think
pretty
light
that box
bricks-
is. Now cover half of that with a label.
I don't think light bricks actually add that much to a set.
Well,
You obviously don't own the Demon Bull King from Monkey Kid. but
I know
that's
there are
okay.
a lot of ones that work really well. The Pac-Man arcade cabinet and stuff, like it looks really good.
but it's
The time you're not using it, it's not like you can turn it on and walk
that's
away.
what I was going to agree with. It's not like it's a lighting kit. You have to be actively pressing it
Yes.
for it to be on.
No,
And
that's-
then if you like rig something to keep it on all the time, it's gonna die.
It'll burn out quickly. And you can replace the batteries, but it's not as
It's
easy
not-
as say doing it in like
Yeah.
an lighting kit or something. So I don't know. I think the era of light bricks has come and gone. I think it's time to hang it up. But that's just my 2
All right,
cents.
let's see
Make
what
it
Finn
sound-
Kazi with his.
Yeah, more sound bricks. Yeah.
This
Just
has
have
a
batteries
light
in them, too.
bluish gray ball joint on the neck.
Did
New
that,
recolor, so hyped.
Did that sorting hat have a big warning label all over the box? Like, does the sound brick have batteries in it?
Think it did.
It must have.
Oh, that is
I
weird.
think it updated. Yeah, look, it's a light bluish gray ball joint.
Really? We haven't had that before?
I guess not.
It's-
If Finn
it's
Kazi
the,
said it's not, it's
Yeah.
not.
It's the one that's like cut on both sides,
Yeah.
not the one that's cut on one side. I'll trust. If it's anything about ball joints, I'll trust.
Finn Kazi, yeah,
He
knows
would
his
know for
parts.
sure. He
So-
would know
I
for
don't see that being strong enough over time.
You think this is gonna be a
easily
Wall-E
like-
situation?
Yeah.
We'll
If it's
see.
just that, it's gonna lose friction.
It's very possible. Yeah, we'll see.
It's the receptacle that holds those ball joint pieces
It-
that has been redesigned.
Yes.
What 5, 6 different times? They were once with rubber in them. They were
I
once
can't
with
believe it's only
different
one
arms to
connection.
reinforce it.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't believe it's not like a double socket.
That would
Yeah.
be what I would expect,
That's
but
crazy.
you know,
I don't know.
well, we'll
I
find
don't know.
out.
Maybe they've redesigned that piece again. Who
in,
knows?
in a year. Dan, really, Ben?
Hey,
Join.
You showed it on screen.
Fair enough.
That was funny. We're talking about Lego here.
Uh-huh.
All right. We have one rumor here, which is they kind of do one every year. I feel like of the bigger sized creator expert cars, and this
Yeah.
year it's an AC Cobra, which is a cool car to get. I don't have a picture of the car, but it is a cool car. You can look it up, see what it looks like. But 1,241 pieces, $170. A little steep, but this is about what we're used to.
I think that's just kind of where that line is
exactly.
trending. Yeah.
So July 1st release, so midsummer.
I mean,
nice
I remember, what was it? Was it the DeLorean that was out during the last time that they raised the
Yeah,
prices?
it was 170 and went to 200.
So they, okay, that one actually went up higher than
That's
that.
cool.
They're really great looking.
Go ahead and
Very,
I'll hide this and you can kind of show
Do it
the
the old fashioned way.
Yeah.
That's that
very
car.
nice, kind of sporty looking.
yeah,
Coupe,
very
yeah.
nice. That'll
Very
be very
nice.
nice.
Some crazy curves on it.
It seemed like most of the ones I've seen have been in dark blue. I'm sure
Thank
it
you,
comes in
Ben.
other colors,
Yeah.
but
Joints.
I
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
that color.
surprised. Ooh, that's cool. It's like an orange and a bright light.
They can't
blue.
do that because Ford.
No, probably.
He said, "What if it's a typo and it's an RC Cobra remote control stick?" Oh, that would be super funny. All right, so yeah, I mean that's exciting. It's gonna look good anytime the creator experts. My favorite they've done recently is the C1 Corvette. It's just very clean.
This should be fairly similar to that.
All right. Next up on the list is the worst nightmare you will ever face playing Mario Kart, the blue shell. But they're calling it Spiny Shell, which is dumb. Which it's a really stupid thing to be upset about that, but I really hate that it's called Spiny Shell.
I think this is a friend separator.
Friend separator. Yes, exactly.
I
Friendship.
think that's what it's called. It's really fun. I've done this on the Switch before, but you can change when you're playing, obviously local. You can change that you have certain power-ups enabled, and I've played a couple times where the only thing you can use is blue shell. So every time you get a power-up, it's a blue shell, and it creates just chaos, man. It is so fun. So anyway, this is going to be an insider's redeemable thing. I don't know.
A VIP insiders
reward. That's the one.
Yeah.
How many points?
2,500 insiders points. So a little steep. I don't remember what that translates
It's like
to.
$200.
$200. Yeah, you have to spend $200 to get that many points or something. I don't know. I always have hated their point system. It's never been straightforward. So if you're interested, this is cool. But unfortunately, it's not like you can buy the big Mario Kart and you get this with it. They're making it where you have to make another purchase after that.
Well, I mean, you could still, if you have the points already, you can redeem them and just get it.
Well, right, but it's still blue shell. Shell's awesome. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. They want you to get this to go with the cart.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
I would, if I had both, I would throw it at the cart.
You know, it's probably a little big in proportion to the
Probably.
cart. Maybe not.
It is.
It'll look fantastic.
It will,
regardless. All right,
Yeah,
we got
go
some
ahead.
Lego Masters news here. After much waiting and head scratching after the
We thought it was done.
possible cancellation of season 5, it has trailers have come out, and we also now have a full cast list for all of the contestants for season 5. So we've got lots of new faces, including Ian and Sage from Texas, Alex and Cone from Ontario, Nick and Kindle from California, Maya and Jamie from Ontario as well, another Canadian team. Oops, I clicked an ad by mistake. Marcella and Krista from Pennsylvania, John and Justin from Texas, Anne and Luke from Illinois. Here's the first one that I knew. This is Ben Brixton on Instagram, one of my fellow new Hashima collaborators. So I will almost certainly be rooting for Ben and his brother Michael, who are from Connecticut and Indiana. The one that's left. You've probably seen her at conventions. Then we've got Corey and Rebecca from Utah, Nikki and Britton from Tennessee, Anthony and Joe from Texas, and I think that's it. Yes, that is it. I think the only other one that I knew, there was one that was another like Instagram influencer account. It might have been Ian. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. They originally, on the post on the Lego Masters Fox page, they had their accounts tagged, and I think they may have removed it for some reason because I was going through and following a lot of them and seeing if I was familiar with any of their work. So be sure to go check that out. We will almost certainly have some Lego Masters coverage for you all coming out when that gets going later this month. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, spoilers. Ben Cosby said I saw them filming Lego Masters in Lego Campus in Billund last year.
Interesting. What they've been doing in their own campus. Interesting.
Oh, look, Ben Cosby was excited.
Probably something with.
Wait, is his name literally Brickson?
Amy and Jamie. That's like his handle.
I was like, ain't no way, bro. He must win.
No.
Yes, that is a good thing to call out, Morgan. I'm glad you said something. There is a bundle of all 4 Micro Ninjago cities on there for only 5,400 Or
They have
points.
they have all been significantly reduced in price.
Yeah.
Some of them originally were over like 2,000 points each, and then they were lowered to like 15 or 18 or something a piece. And now you can get all four for 5,400, which is close to half of what it would have originally cost you to get all four, points wise. So if you've been waiting on this or you think you want to get this,
get them now.
I really would. I mean, I love micro modulars, so these
I wish I hadn't already
fantastic.
got them all, but I
do
did.
too. But you know, it's the way it goes.
Yeah.
They're still just fake internet points. They're not real money.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah,
go and get it if you're interested in it.
Moonraker said 2,500 insider part points is almost $385 worth of Lego spend. So it's good to know.
Still,
I'll never get it.
It is a lot. Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Except it'll come in here.
I don't know. I'm still waiting on the Sonic crab meat. one.
oh crap!
Oh yeah, that one. I forgot about that. Well, maybe it'll come in. We'll see. It is a good.
We rarely ever see the
Mhm.
actual like redeemable ones come in. I mean, we get them every now and then, but just not nearly as often because you have to consciously go and redeem it
Right.
and add it to an order. It's not like a gift with purchase
You
that
just
some
get
people
it and you're like,
may or may not want, and so they trade it into us. But oh yeah,
yeah, I forgot about that guy.
oh yeah,
There's all
He's pretty neat.
he's special.
Crab
yeah,
meat.
all right. What do we got up next, Joe?
All right, what do we see? We have an updated rumor, which is got a lot more
A significantly updated rumor.
So this is the Ideas prize machine for 1,343 pieces, and 170 is the price point. I think all that we knew.
Already pretty steep considering what
And
we
we were
thought.
like, for 4 minifigures, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Update, it's 16
It's
minifigures.
crazy.
4 space and 4 castle included, as well as getting some Paradisa, castle, and Fabuland. So, and more.
Right.
This is going to be either really good or someone's lying to us and we're only getting 4 figs and it's going to really suck.
I don't know. I mean, the last rumor that we had was 5 figures, and that the special ones were going to be the Ideas logo,
Right.
Paradisa, and Pirates, basically to round out Pirates, and then what we already knew we were getting, which was 1
Space
castle
castle.
and 1 space from the fan vote. Now, I have no idea. It's up in the air. I don't know if 4 space and 4 castle means we're getting all of the ones from the idea
Or
vote.
4 of that one.
The rumor that I have heard floating around and based on a lot of the pictures is that they're taking the top 2 from the vote, and then maybe the other 2 are just more stuff they already had
Like
floating
a blue and
around.
a red spaceman or something.
Another Black Falcon, another Wolf Pack or
Right.
Dragon Master or something that we've already had, which still would be great. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be getting 4 totally brand new figures from each of these factions. But
This is a June 1st release, so we ought to see pictures very soon.
Fabuland is the other new addition
Yeah,
to this. I don't
right.
think we had that previously rumored, so I'm sure they'll be doing
Crazy
something,
in-
basically just
yeah.
probably reusing one of the Animal Crossing heads or something for that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, see, there you go. 16 in total
But
days.
this is now becoming increasingly more of a good deal.
Yeah. The ones I would have picked, I didn't do the vote because I don't really care to do that. To waste ton of time for me.
Oh, to
go
make
and
your
select
opinion
quiet,
heard.
yes.
To do your civic
But
duty.
if I had done it, it would have been the Kraken and the turquoise, because those are just the coolest ones.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Pearl
remember.
Gold will be neat if
I'm trying to
that
remember
happens.
if they had only announced when it was one winner. I don't remember if it was the turquoise. I'm pretty sure it was the Krakens that were rumored to have won. I don't remember if it was the gold or turquoise.
It was
Probably was the turquoise. Yeah, but very cool, very exciting. I was originally leaning towards maybe not getting this and just waiting and buying the figures or something later. But if it turns out to be a good enough deal with all these other figures,
Right.
it might be worth it. All right. What else we got? We're pretty much down to the last. What is this? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this. There's another ideas contest. Speaking of which I do
Is there a
love to go
picture?
vote and do my civic duty. Joe.
Go to the Ideas just page. It's
Okay,
called Twisted.
let's talk about something else. Well, he
Well, you can.
he pulls that up.
You
Uh,
got something text based, I'm sure.
I do. So there is there was something going around basically where they're saying that some of the Bricklink Designer Program Series 1 and 2 sets will be re-released, which is kind of shocking news probably
see the
to a lot of
picture of all
people who have bought them to invest or resell them.
I have it on Reddit.
Oh, copy.
kind of shocking news, but upon further reading, it seems that it is going to just be putting up for sale, basically overstock or remaining leftovers of some of those sets, rather than actually reproducing a significant extra quantity of them. So I would expect quantities to be fairly limited. They also may only be, sets that were maybe not the most popular out of those waves. I maybe wouldn't expect to get some of the most popular ones, but who knows? I have no idea how many, what kind of quantity.
Ones that said sold out, are those coming back?
Who knows?
That's what we
I
don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. It just depends on how many they produced. Maybe they produced a handful extra in the event of issues and stuff, and then now that all the orders have been resolved, they've got some leftovers, so they could be throwing
Right.
out as few as a couple or as many as a couple extra hundred of them. There's no real way to know. But either way, Series 1 and 2 potentially making some comebacks with some minor restocks. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
All right, here you go.
It's a vote for a future gift purchase.
Yes. So this is the Twist of Nostalgia contest here. Let's take a look at these submissions we got. I immediately see a Paradisa one here. Paradisa Seaside Cabana, very cool. Sea Serpent. So a lot of these are based on kind of original sets here. Power Miner Super Mind Mech. That's crazy.
So,
Another Paradisa one. I would love to see a Paradisa set make a
Yeah.
comeback. And they totally could do it if they put a Paradisa minifig in the
Right.
prize machine. They could
Right.
reuse that torso. Fabuland is our Wonderland. They've like recreated the Ferris wheel set, which is one of the more iconic
Something.
the
Fabuland sets there.
Castle was cool.
Bouncy Yellow Castle. This is actually an idea that Jeff Van Winden, or VW Bricks, one of the Peach Slug kind of honorary members, even though he's from Canada, he comes to Atlanta a lot. He has a big castle display, and he had like a yellow bouncy castle in his thing.
Funny.
What else we got here? An Mtron submission there. Pizza to go. This is great. That pizzeria set is a very iconic early one. So a kind of modern
There's also
reinterpretation of that
Granite Grinder, Mag.
would be great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Granite
The
Grinder.
Rock Riders and
Riders
Power
and,
Miners are both
Yeah.
represented.
A large sort of treasure chest, which probably would pair well with the upscale pirate minifigure from the Lego House set. I remember Master Builder Stewart, they were actually working on kind of some other things like a parrot or a treasure chest to potentially be a part of that set, but obviously it ended up being so large that they didn't really need anything else to pad it out. Let's see, were there any other ones that we
Elvis
missed there?
Kingdom.
There was something Raft Adventures with Jenny Thunder, kind of
Oh,
interesting.
hmm.
And the Elven Kingdom, kind of making a nod to elves there as well.
There's also
Let's see.
Paradisa's Sidewalk Cafe
Yeah, I got that one.
and
two.
Christmas Never Gets Old.
Christmas Never Gets Old. I'm not sure that one. I think is maybe just more of a reference to like actual nostalgia rather than a specific Lego set. But they do have some like mini builds in there. It looks like there's a little Black Seas Barracuda there in the Lego store.
And
So,
Mtron Pulsar.
I mean,
yeah, these are all very fantastic submissions. I think if they have to pick one of these,
You're gonna go Paradisa.
I don't really see. But no, I'm saying if they're going to pick one of these, I don't really see any out of this lineup that I would really be disappointed with.
Yeah.
Other than maybe the Christmas Never Gets Old
Yeah.
because it's not like a direct recreation.
Right.
the chest.
It seems the most like something they would pick in the vein of like Books Are My Passion or something where it's actually, a human moment rather than a recreation of a Lego set. But by and large, these submissions are all outstanding. I would love to see them standing.
They won't do the super mech, but man,
The Power Miners.
Oh, I want it so bad.
It would be
Upward
awesome.
Fleet would lose his absolute gourd if they brought Power Miners back.
I would love to watch someone lose their gourd.
Yeah.
Oh, the voting's available for that. So
Yeah,
Voting
go
room
vote.
available. Go vote. Check out
Moonraker.
his blog.
This-
Don't be like Joe.
Yeah, don't be there. This is exactly what my thought was actually when I saw this about the Bricklin Timer programs coming back.
Mhm.
Is because there's such a long time before it's actually capturing that payment. I'm sure a lot of people either something happened, their account got switched, something over 6 months. That's a big chunk of time, and when it's a couple $100, it could easily have caused issues.
There could be any number of issues that happen
Yeah.
with orders. I had it happen with the Citron figures, and I just had a bunch left over, and later I just did like a little kind of mini restock and said, "Here's what I got left."
Right.
And so yeah, there you go. We will have to wait and see how many end up turning up there. But if it's something you're interested in, or there's a specific one you're looking on, make sure you get the details for that.
All right, since we're talking about Bricklink, we might as well talk about the wave that is about to release. We've
Yes.
seen all of these before, but this is the ones that are about to be available.
Mhm.
I think this is later this month.
Yeah, I like that they put the Bricklink 25
I do
logo on there. I remember them announcing that kind of on Bricklink's website. It was like, okay, but like, where are you going to put that? What are you doing with it?
Yes, let's see.
So-
Crowdfunding
I guess
Series
Series
5 starting June 10th. June
Yeah.
10th. Yep. So that's when these are starting. So the first one is the popcorn wagon. Do you have price points on these or no?
Let me-
Pop back and forth with it.
I'll pull it.
The popcorn wagon is $54.99, so this is the cheapest one. So $55 for the popcorn wagon. They're all neat. I've kind of got to the point where I'm just not gonna buy it because I'd rather get Lord of the Rings sets. The next one is a good pairing with the Mushroom House.
I have to
believe
get
we
it.
got. Yeah, the Mushroom Village.
I have to get
It's
it.
incredibly busy.
This one is $210.
It's also the same designer.
Yeah, exactly. He made it to go with it. It's incredibly busy, but it's exactly what you expect. You've got this nice little mushroom house here. Then you've got a mushroom windmill.
Yeah,
which is
that's wild.
Really cool.
It's-
It's just a nice tall flower there, and a little bug that this lady is riding over here. A little wizard with
Giant
a little hut.
carrot.
Yeah, big carrot, smaller mushroom on the left. It's just
Like a
really
tree stump.
it's pretty neat, man. It's
Yeah.
really solid. So this is gonna be a good one. People are gonna buy this. I would be shocked if this one doesn't sell out.
I'm sure Corey's going to be trying to get this one for him.
and that's about what I expected.
Antique shop. This is just a nice house build.
Yeah.
Well, so it's got a cool interior, I'm sure as well. You got a nice little truck there.
Mhm.
It's just a solid looking build.
Yep, $150 on this one.
It's not bad. Yeah,
These are all limit of 2. So if you want, you could get 2, but not 3.
nice. Next one is the Thieves of Tortuga.
By our boy Krakinator.
Right, we just did a video with him talking about Bricklink Designer Program Test. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that after this. And we talked about the one he's done already, which is the Forest Stronghold, which is my favorite of all of them so far. And I still need to get it. Just waiting for one to walk in the door.
But yes, go check out our most recent episode of Between the Studs, where we kind of interview him and ask him a lot of questions about the way that the Bricklink Designer Program works, which was really fascinating. There were a couple little audio issues with that one, but we have actually fixed it. So this week's should be much better audio for you.
Yeah. So this is a good looking set. I really like how he's used a bunch of different colors for each of the buildings. It gives
Really
it a very
nice
cool
color
look. There's a lot of masonry bricks in this, so that's gonna be fantastic. Price point.
$340 for this one.
It is 4,000 pieces. So
It's a
makes
big boy.
sense.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the Bricklink sets is they're huge. And then last but very much not least, another repeat, Sleepless Nights featuring, or it's designed by Sleepless Nights, and it's the adventure in Transylvania. Randy has already lost her gourd.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
She was like, when does this come out? When can I buy it?
This is super cool. This is not like anything else we've seen. Really like hyper detailed kind of gothic architecture
and the
going
color
on over
scheme
here.
is gorgeous.
Yeah.
That dark blue mixed with the dark red and the black accenting. It's very cool.
Yep. And $350 for this one. So just barely beating out Krakinator there and Tortuga for the most expensive.
It's also got the most parts by 54.
Yeah. Yep.
So very cool. And I know that's going to be very sought after as well.
All right, what are we done? I think our last two.
Yeah,
things.
we got the save the best two for last.
Dealer's choice. I know which one you're gonna pick.
You're right. I always save the best for last. So we're gonna talk about the Crusty Burger. This is the newest Simpsons set. We've been talking about this rumor for a while now. Price point is sitting at what was it, 2 something?
For Crusty Burger.
It's on Lego. It's right here. I got
210.
210.
Yes.
So 210. It's a little high for the amount of parts. It is bringing back that licensing. I'm sure that had lapsed and they had to renew it. And I'm sure that came with a charge. There's also a lot of new molds in here for the heads. It looks great. I'm not a Simpsons guy. I don't know anything about Simpsons other than a few clips here and there.
Well, good thing we have someone here who does, Joe.
Oh, thanks, Daniel. I mean, Garrett. That's why Garrett is here. Unfortunately, he's not going to talk about it too much.
I know enough about this to point out some of the really fantastic things going on here, though. At least initially, on the back door here. Back door here, back by the drive-through, we've got meat-like byproduct delivery entrance. That's like classic Simpsons humor. Of course, it's right there by the drive-through. There's also like a grease trap, I guess, there next to the door. Yeah, lots of signs on the notice board here. We've got change the fryer oil, unpaid overtime, sign up, now mandatory. Let's see, we've got slide whistle lessons. I'm not sure what that one's a reference to. Let's see, next order. 700 Crusty Burgers.
That's funny, actually.
That's great. Lots of different burgers and.
So from the outside, Garrett, does this look right?
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It is kind of strange to see it without the big parking lot.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you can make that your own. You don't need that.
Right.
set.
There was no reason to make parking lot
No,
spaces.
it looks really good. I like all the figures.
Yeah. Here's the,
Sideshow Bob.
yeah. Here's the
awesome.
figs.
Yeah,
You've
Sideshow Bob
seen
is
his blurry.
I got
picture.
called that a lot when I was a kid.
What?
Did you really?
With the hair?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love the fries in the bucket. That's like the claw piece sticking
Oh
out.
yeah, that is good.
It's actually, it doesn't look quite as good in this picture, but like when it's from the side,
Right.
it's much more convincing. But if you go back to the set there, they have built Krusty's face into some sort of signage no less than,
Like,
let's see,
I think
1, 2,
four.
I think 4 times. So obviously you've got the big large sign there up at the top, which is making use of that newer kind of like 2x2 plate modified with the little like scallops out on the end. We've also got the Krusty's Kids Zone there with him kind of peeking over the entrance to the ball pit. We've also got the menu board for the drive-through in the back. Jump back over to that picture. And these are all different scales and construction methods. You can see it on the back. And then there's also like a mask or something strapped to the front of Homer's car. Is that actually a reference to an
Yeah,
episode?
the car is very different.
I think so.
I was watching the brief.
So.
I was watching the like brief little kind of designer video thing where they unveil it, and the designer was saying like rather than just give you Homer's pink car again, which we've already done,
Yeah.
we did it like we did this version as a reference.
That is the car. It's just like I forget
Something
what it's
different
from.
with it.
I don't know if there's an episode or something where he dresses up the car for like a parade or something. That's kind of what it looks like, but. Overall, I mean, I think this looks fantastic. It maybe looks like it doesn't have quite as much density of pieces as some of the ones like the Quickie Mart or the house had, because they were just like really solid brick built structures. Whereas this, they've chosen to do the roof out of plates and stuff. So it has a little bit of a different visual look, but I mean, it's going to look fantastic next to the other ones for sure.
Bubba Gump Brick says he was a clown. So maybe Homer was.
Homer was a clown. Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know. But yeah, the interior looks pretty solid. You got a bathroom, which is very important.
Always.
You've got to have that. And then the nice little, what's that called? Seating area.
What are we looking at? Oh, the booths with all
yeah,
the ingot pieces for the back. Yeah, that's fantastic.
And of course, you have to have a ball pit in your restaurant, so that's good.
The Krusty's Kids Zone.
Yes, just what you want.
Yeah. Once again, $210 for this one, coming on June 4th. Kind of a strange release date, but it will be insiders early access starting on the 1st.
And when you buy it, you can get a beautiful gift with purchase.
Yeah,
the
this
Simpsons
is really
living room.
I think this is the best Simpsons set they've ever made.
Well, I mean, they have the couch in the house, surely,
Yeah.
right?
But this
Was
is
it?
perfect. I mean, just for a single display.
Yeah, it's very
nice little standalone.
You just got to throw a fat Homer on there, and you're good.
They're not showing the TV in this one, but I believe the TV screen has like
It
a
does,
Crusty Burger kind of commercial light on it or something. So, nice little gift with purchase there.
Yep.
Should be very nice.
Very simple.
I'm excited to see people take that and rebuild it into like all the different couch gags from the
That would be really good. Yeah.
because that's what's gonna happen.
Oh my
That's
god.
cool.
Yeah. It looks like you could really only fit like maybe 2 figs on this.
Yeah,
and
Not
could totally
down, yeah.
Upscale it a little bit.
I think did the one in the house fit all of them?
I don't
either?
think so.
Probably not.
Ain't no way.
It would have to be so long, just because
Yeah.
of the way that minifigures' arms and
Yeah.
stuff collide with each other when trying to line them up next to each other.
So pretty exciting. I assume that's just with the Simpsons.
Yes.
I believe so.
So.
Yeah. Well, gosh, I think are we out of news, Joe?
That's it.
No, I
No?
think we got one more little thing
There's something
to talk about.
This is very
Yeah,
good.
this is awesome.
Oh man, this is really good.
We've been waiting so long to get pictures of this beauty, and here it is.
Let me just say, this week in particular, Lego did a really well, and last week, Lego's been doing a really good job keeping sets under wraps. I mean, the amount of stuff. That's why we get Mega News Days is basically when the official reveal happens for all the stuff that the leakers didn't leak.
Yeah.
So the amount of stuff that we got last week and this week that we just hadn't seen before, but had rumors for a long time, means Lego's at least really cracking down on the sharing of pictures, if not actual rumor information.
Yeah, I love the drawings.
Sketches, yeah.
This is fantastic. I will definitely be buying this day one, as always. The Lord of the Rings sets. It is a book nook, and here on the back you can see it in that folded version with the wings in, and it looks good. I mean, that's a very cool thing to see on a shelf, in between the books there. I'm extremely disappointed in this lifestyle photo just being generic books and not the Lord of the Rings books.
Well,
Like, it was obvious, it was right there, and you just dropped the ball.
Pretty
Like,
easy.
but this will look cool like that. I'm definitely gonna have to display it like this.
Yeah.
Because it looks very cool.
I can't tell if it opens to like the full 180 or not. All the ones I've seen it open is just kind of stops at this
It does, because this one is fully open and that
Is it?
one's
Okay.
not. Yeah.
I would hope so.
So that's very cool. I'll probably have it displayed kind of at a little bit of an angle, but maybe all the way.
And that's more accurate because they're
Yeah.
on the bridge with the columns behind it. Whereas
Exactly.
If you have it in the book nook configuration, it looks
Not
like they're kind
as
of
accurate,
in,
yeah.
in the columns there.
My only thing that I would complain about with this is that there's no curvage of the bridge. Not really. They put like a
True,
little wedge
yeah.
at the bottom. It would be tough to do that.
That would.
But that would be my only thing. I am loving the "You shall not pass" tile.
It had to be there.
I didn't even notice that, honestly. But yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Very
If it wasn't there, it'd be an issue.
It's just
One
2 by
two by
6
four,
or something like
Is
that.
it a 2x6?
It's 2 by 6. But yeah, "You shall not pass," and then probably just says Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing about this set, obviously the Balrog looks amazing. That is the Fell Beast wings being reused.
Yes,
So you
that's
can
very.
part out. Well, here's the thing. I have Fell Beast. I'm glad I already have it. But if I want to part out and have some more,
Yeah.
just have like a horde of them flying. This will make it not cheap, but cheaper for sure.
This set's going to be popular enough, I think, that there's going to be so many copies of this floating around that it will be possible to make like an army of Fell Beasts.
Oh, I would love it if this turned out to be like a Costco set, but it probably.
Dude.
Don't tempt me. So it's a great reuse, honestly. It works very well for it. I think that was a good call on their part.
Scale, yeah.
I'm not worried about it. Belrog looks great. Horn pieces, face print.
Balrog looks awesome.
Yeah, the whip in, I assume, bright light orange.
I'll be honest, I just noticed the
like the little,
He doesn't have a sword, but I'll build him a sword. Honestly, I'll probably just take Surtar's sword.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, the Surtar sword, and just give it to him somehow. But I really like they did with Beardor, how they're using other colors on normal black, gray, like stone, and using it to be illuminated by the fire.
It's an optical illusion. I mean, here
it works so
looks
well.
like they've added some lighting effects to the box.
But that's what it looks like.
It looks like the front columns are obviously dark gray on the front, and then maybe dark tan
It
on
looks
the
like
back.
dark tan,
And then the back columns are probably some combination of. We were trying to figure this out. Could
There's
be
like
dark
some
tan.
orange.
Could be orange. Could be some bright light orange. Maybe even like some gold, metallic gold.
It's hard to tell.
Reflecting. It is hard to tell exactly what color is going on because the illusion is so convincing.
Yeah, they've done so well with this, and just the details on the columns is simple but beautiful.
Yeah. The only thing that's a little, I won't say it's bad, but it's the weakest element of the set is the actual construction method for the fire. It just looks a little cartoony. I'm not saying I could come up with a better way to do it, other than maybe just using some existing molded flame pieces.
And I think that I like what they did because it gives it more depth than it would if you just like
something needed to be there. Yeah, for sure.
So if that's the biggest problem with this, it's great.
Yeah, no, outstanding.
So yeah, like I said, here's the back. You can see the photo it's recreating, and then book nook, and then open.
$120 for this one. So again, a little expensive kind of for what you're getting, but whenever they develop this kind of new standard for something, so think like architecture skylines or postcards, something where now this book nook thing, naturally a lot of parts have to be dedicated to those structural elements and that form function. So it's a little expensive, but I think it's gonna be well worth it.
That's great.
It's
the cheapest that we've gotten in 10 plus years.
Yeah, you did bring that up.
Other than the brickheads, which don't really, those aren't.
Yeah.
Looks way better than I was expecting. We'll pair it well with a light kit, or just put a light behind it or something. Belrog is a bit clunky, chunky. His legs are a little, but he also is beefy, so it makes sense. The head does look great, so you don't have to worry about that. And the tips of the wings are attached to the frame.
Oh, he said it looks like the wings open when you open the book.
I think he's right, and that's so freaking.
They're just pinned in there with the joints.
Is awesome.
That's
actually
good eye.
Nice. Yeah, because when you see it closed, it is in like that. And so, dang, that's cool.
Very
that's
nice.
good eye indeed.
Gallop you.
Is the fire whip solid orange or trans? Hard to tell. I think it's.
I don't think it's
solid for sure.
It's got to be either orange or
definitely solid.
If anything, it looks like the claw on the end is orange and the whip is bright light orange.
Maybe
the flexo is there. That's my best.
Either way, it's gorgeous. I'm so excited that we don't have to wait 2 months. That's the nice thing about stuff leaking closer to release date is you don't go man, that's so cool. Can't wait to get it. It comes out August 1st. Like, yeah.
And that's why they want to do it. They want
Yeah.
you to keep you excited
Yeah.
closer to the time when the set is actually able to be purchased.
120 Lemur Rex. This is retailing for 120. So very exciting. June 1st, I believe, is the release date we know of right now. So I'm super excited. That is, in fact, all of the news we have for Lego that I've seen. And if anything leaked, oh well, we'll talk about it next
We
week.
can talk about store news. I'll do some last minute checks.
But yeah, store news we got on our buy four get one free on all Lego minifigures is still going. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, go get you some good figs. Go get you some expensive figs and get one free. It's a good way to get a bunch, and you can get 10 figs and get 2 free. Like it stacks up. Or buy 8 get 2 free, however you want to say it. So definitely take advantage of that. We're also about to start a flash sale tomorrow on boat parts. So all of our Lego boat parts, which is boat hulls, masts, all the ones that are in that collection will be on sale tomorrow. So it'll only be for a week. So if you're interested in any of those, that will be in an email blast tomorrow. So definitely keep
Both floating and non-floating. I would assume.
right. We don't say if it floats or not. You can figure that out on your own. So those are exciting store news. And of course, I mean, just come in. We always get new stuff in. So if you're local, come buy some stuff. If you're not, shop online.
Yeah.
You know the drill.
That's right. Well, thank you all for joining us for this episode of The Morning Brick. Please leave a like on this live stream before you head out. And stay tuned for the rest of our content coming out this week. I imagine I will be out for the rest of the week, but we should have a store tour on Friday with Ella. Saturday, we will have Between the Studs, where we did what did we do? Best sets from the year 2007, which is another fantastic year for that one.
Yes, and good point. You're out the rest of the week because you're going to Birmingham,
Correct.
which is a show this weekend. And if you are going to that, Atlanta Brick Co. will have a booth. So go check it out, say hi to the people working it, and buy some stuff.
I don't know yet whether or not we'll have any content coming from that. I might be able to put together a brief convention tour live stream. We will see if we can make it happen for y'all. But we will still have Between the Studs on Saturday and the regular store tour on Friday, I imagine. So
sounds good.
Stay tuned for that. But thank you all for joining, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.